My name is Nati Ramirez. I'm 23 years old and I am from Chicago. I currently work at Iscali and I graduated in June 2023 from National Louis University. So my lifestyle was basically soccer was my life. That's all I would enjoy doing, a lot of soccer, and I used to hate going to church, so I would think it was so boring before, so I wouldn't go as often to church. My turning point was basically in 2021 when I fell into a deep depression. I basically felt depressed. I started feeling like I wasn't good enough and that I didn't deserve my family's love or God's love. So I thought I would just get suicidal thoughts and would hear those kind of voices of you are not enough, there's no point of you living anymore. So I was just waiting for something bad to happen to me, and I would just feel so lonely. But deep down, I would always inside of me, I would scream out in prayer and ask God if He was real, for Him to basically show up for me and help me out and get out of that situation. So after praying so much, He answered and He was able to save me from all of those negative thoughts and feelings. And the depression just instantly went away. I talked to my family about how I was feeling, because before it was really hard for me to open up and ask for help. But thanks to God, He was able to help me have that courage to actually talk to someone, and which was my family. And after that, I got the support that I needed, and through my family and through God. So yeah. The habit of praying constantly. I started fasting as well. So before I wouldn't even know what fasting was. So I started fasting as well. Also going to church every Sunday. That's definitely started happening. Going to the Holy Eucharist and spend time with Him. And a lot of Bible study as well. Learned how to fast through Izzy's dad. I would go up to him because I met him at church, and I would look up to him a lot because by the time it was the time that I was starting to get close to God. So, and I would see that he was very into his faith and into God. So I got motivated to ask him about all of these questions. I even asked him if he knew about a community or a youth group, right? And that's when he told his son, and his son was the one who invited us, me and my sister, to Iscali. And from there, I also learned a lot about fasting too, through the community, through him. I would ask questions how could I start fasting and what it was. So for me, fasting, it helped me to, at first it was really hard because I was there's no way that I can prevent myself from doing something that I really want. But It took a lot of prayer and a lot of help from like my community and my family as well. And I was able to actually like restrain myself from like wanting to do something, but I don't even know how to explain this part. I would like restrain myself from like doing the things that I really enjoyed. But like what motivated me to actually be able to like achieve that was that I would have in mind that it was for in order for me to get closer to God. Like, so that was like my motivation. Like every time I wanted to like give up and like just continue doing what I wanted to do, I would always have like that thought, like, oh, like, no, like you have to like, keep yourself away from doing it, because also like Jesus was like in the desert, how hard it was for him to not be able to eat or something like that. So it was as if it was hard for him, and if he struggled with it, you have to like also be able to like struggle a little bit to get closer to God as well. So like that also like motivated me at the same time. So yeah, like that motivates me a lot in fasting, because it can get hard, but it's worth it. So yeah, every time like Lent season comes close, I always want to prepare myself as much as I can, because it's this is a time where like basically Jesus was preparing himself for the sacrifice, and that sacrifice, like I feel like it's one of the most scariest things that anyone could go through, especially Jesus, because even he was human too, so he was afraid as well. So in his suffering, like I want to like be able to like also like participate in it, like I want to come close to him and like walk next to him as well, just how he walks with us through the Lent season, and through the preparation of his sacrifice for the love for us. So yeah, like I just want to like be walking next to him through this time, and just how he walks along with us every single time. So yeah. Like I said before, when I was like in that big, like in my like lowest point in life, I was able to realize that God was with me through like the hardest times, just how he was through the good times. Even though I couldn't see him, he was there, and I didn't realize it before, but I was able to realize it after having that encounter with him. And also the retreat the initiation retreat that I lived in Iscali also helped me open my eyes to see the deeper love that he had for me. Because once I had like that encounter with my faith, I realized that he loved me so much, that I was enough, and that I deserved his love, and I deserved my family's love as well. Because I wasn't gonna be perfect, but I was going to be able to be loved even though I wasn't perfect. One of the challenges, some of the challenges have been a lot of like being able to learn how to recognize God's voice and recognize the enemy's voice, because that can be really hard at times. Sometimes you think that it might be God's, but then you don't know if it's your thoughts or the enemy. So like that's a really like challenge that I've been having, and being able to like make the right decisions and not be able to like fall into like old patterns as well. So it can be challenging for me at times to be able to trust or to be able to recognize like God's voice. And I overcome it by talking to others about it, like especially like the members in my community. I reach out to them and I ask them like how, if they're able to recognize God's voice, like how can I do it as well, right? And I have gotten a lot of like good advice from my friends, and one of the things that I learned the most through those advices have been like to be able to recognize the scriptures, because God can speak to us in different ways, right? But one of the main ways is through scriptures. Like you can't doubt the scripture, right? So you can't doubt God's voice if He's speaking to you in His word. So being able to recognize the scriptures have been like one of the things that I have learned the most, and that's what I do as well. Like when I'm like in doubt, I pray, I have a conversation with God, and then I go to scripture, and that's what I have learned the most, thanks to one of the members in my community who gave me that, who helped me open my eyes to that. So I feel like, to answer that question, how I overcome the challenges is I go to like members in my community, like to my friends and others who are also walking like in their faith as well, who are struggling as well. So yeah. So definitely, like, my conversion has helped me to be able to trust in myself and to believe in myself that I am capable of doing more than I thought I could do. It has pushed me a lot to doing a lot of things that I wasn't comfortable doing before. And it has taken me to a lot of places that I never thought I would be in, but they're like amazing places, because it has taken me to serve others. And before I would always I guess I would be selfish, because I wouldn't think of like serving others would be something that was important or that it was necessary. But through my conversion, I have learned that it is necessary, and I have learned a lot in Iscali that in order to live, you must serve. Like you are born to serve others, because that's what Jesus did, right? So now it's like all I want to do is serve, like just serve anyone that I am able to, and but in order to do that, I have to grow I have to grow, right? And I have to become better than I was before, not for myself but for others. So I am able to develop new skills, or to develop new things that in me that serve others. So yeah, I feel like that's why my conversion has helped me grow, and like it has helped me grow in my friendships. Because before I would think, oh, like if someone is not trying hard enough to be my friend, like why should I try, right? Like it would just be like me wanting to receive and not give. So now that I have friends, it's like, no, now I have to give more than I have to receive, because that's like the best thing that you can do, like to give. You have a lot to give, so give everything that you have to others and to your friends, because it's worth it, you know? So yeah. My goals are to be able to grow deeper into my faith, to be able to become better and learn a lot more about my faith, to be able to serve others even better, because I'm beginning to serve, but I feel like I can do it better and I can do a lot more. So that's what I'm hoping, and those are like my goals for Lent, but to be able to do it with God's help. So yeah. So the invitation for others for Lent would be to receive God's love through this Lent, to learn how much He loves you, and you don't need to be perfect, but you are you are worth it to him and you are valued. So I invite you to hear and feel the love that he has to give you, because he has a lot of love to give you, and just receive it. You don't have to earn it, or you don't have to work hard for it. You just have to receive it, because that is why he sacrificed himself for the love that he has for you. To not give up, because this walk is not easy, but it is definitely worth it. It will be worth it at the end, and you just have to resist, and don't ever lose sight of your faith, and don't lose sight of God, because once you do, then it would be so hard for you to stay focused. So just keep your eyes on God, keep your eyes on your faith, hold on to God, and even at the times that you feel like you don't deserve his love, just run to him and get on your knees and pray and ask him for forgiveness, because he's always there waiting for you to receive his love, and he's always waiting for you with open arms. And every time you run back to him, he's always there with that feast and that party for you.